Hello everyone. So we have satellite imagery confirming Ukraine's successful strike on Novorossiysk port, and more importantly, a successful strike on the Admiral Grigorovich-class frigate, which shows signs of damage in the satellite imagery. Let's start with the frigate, which is the biggest cheese here, and the most interesting. So firstly, the smoke rising from the smokestack isn't related to the strike. What highlighted are signs of damage at the bow of the ship, so at least one drone hit there. The graphic shows it in a bit more detail. So, this more noticeable signs of damage isn't a critical area, unfortunately. There's not much here other than the anchor and the mooring, so the damage is minor. However, it's also been assessed that a second drone that is, hit the docking area, and this is a more critical point of the ship, as this is where the UKSK 3S-14 vertical launchers for the calibers are. So, hopefully, this strike was enough to cause severe damage to those and knock the launchers out of action, and I imagine they will be costly and time consuming to repair, much more so than the minor damage to the front of the ship. But overall, the damage of this strike is relatively minor and not as bad as we're all hoping. The ship isn't sunk or destroyed, but hopefully may be offline until the damage to the caliber launch tubes can be repaired at least. Let's go back to our main satellite image. So the drone strike on Novorossiysk, the main target area here, was the oil terminal, and the damage here is much more severe. The satellite image confirms damage to the number 1 and number 2 pipelines and berths, with damage shown near important areas near control nodes and valve systems. Now, a week or so ago, you may remember that Ukraine hit the Ust-Luga and Primorsk oil terminals up near the Baltic, hitting them multiple times in subsequent nights. So, a new campaign here. Ukraine hit the oil terminals and squeezed Russia's fuel exports. It remains to be seen how long this terminal is going to be out of action. Hopefully, we see Ukraine hit it again to polish it off and cause even more damage. So that's it for this video. Hope you found it interesting. Now before we finish, a quick mention about the fundraiser for Cars for Ukraine, which is to raise 11,000 for Ukraine to buy an armoured pickup. The donation link is in the description. Thanks so much and take care everybody. And before we finish, a thank you message from Mother.
Thank you. Take care. Good night.
Thank you very much. And good night, everyone.